What's good, everybody? It's your boy Cino, and I am back again with another NBA 2K20 video. Now, the goal for this video is to help all of you sharpshooters and all of you scorers out there and help fix your jump shot. Now, with these 3 simple tips or 3 simple steps, I feel that you can definitely become an elite scorer at the rec, at park, wherever you decide to use these tips and these tricks. So please make sure to watch the full entire video. I don't want you guys to miss out on any of this, because if you miss one of these tips or tricks, you might not get the benefits of being an elite shooter. So before we even hop into this, let me go ahead and do some YouTube stuff, all right? Let me go ahead and get this out the way. If you guys are brand new to the channel and you guys want the best jump shots, best builds, and just the best advice ever, ever, for NBA 2K20, then go ahead and start today by smashing that subscribe button and also ringing that bell. Now, for today's like goal, let's try to get 150 likes on this video, and I might just do a handstand. I don't know. But last thing that I want to go ahead and just show you guys is that I will be starting back on streaming almost every single day on Twitch. Go follow my Twitch right now. My camera is on its way. So when the camera comes through and we can start these streams up, I'm going to be streaming COD, 2K, Apex. I'm going to be streaming whatever I please, pretty much. But we're going to have a lot of fun. Now let's go ahead and jump right into this video. Now, I already wrote down a few things that you're going to need on your player to make sure that your jump shot is not broken. Alright, a lot of you guys are struggling at the park or at the rec or Pro-Am, whatever the case may be. A lot of you guys are struggling and you guys aren't hitting your full whites, and everybody else is hitting their full whites. You want more greens, you want all that stuff. Well, this video is the right one for you. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Now, the first thing I want to go ahead and talk about is your jump shot. Now, of course, every single video on YouTube is going to say, oh, you need a jump shot. I'm actually going to give you 3 jump shots that you might want to try in this video, all right? So the first thing that I want to go ahead and tell you guys is to find the perfect jump shot for you. Now, I know a lot of you guys got favorite YouTubers, all that stuff, and their jump shots are quick. The jump shots are the greatest, and when you equip them, they don't work. I get that. Sometimes it's all personal preference and if you want to use that jump shot or not. But I'm still going to give you 3 anyway. So just try them out. See if you like them. If you don't, then go back to the one that you're already using. So the most perfect way to use these jump shots is, of course, if you unlock the jump shot creator in NBA 2K20. Now, if you guys have not seen that video that I already dropped, go ahead and look at the link down below in the description, because that video link is right there. It is the easiest way how to get your jump shot creator unlocked in my career. Now, after you get that done, now you can go ahead and choose on how you want to mix and match your jump shot. Now, the 3 jump shot bases that I would highly recommend are these 3 right here. The first one I'm going to go ahead and talk about is, of course, going to be base 49. Base 49 is pretty legit. I love the timing and everything that it has to do with it. If you guys want to take my release 1 and my release 2, then feel free to do so. It's just Rudy Gay and Gallinari. All right, so the blend is 75% Rudy Gay, and that's what I've been sparking kids up with at the park. Now, the next base that I want to go ahead and talk about is no other than what I feel that might be one of the greatest, maybe one of the quickest, especially if you got silver quick draw, and that's going to be this Tony Parker. Tony Parker is a very good base this year, and I really like it. It's somewhat quick, you know what I'm saying? It's a little quicker than the ones that I've been using. And that's just without having, all my upgrades on a Hall of Fame quick draw. So I chose to go silver and then put those other 2 badge upgrades to something else. Now, the final one that I want to go ahead and talk about is no other than I feel is probably one of the best jump shots in the game. And that's going to be this Trey Burke. Trey Burke has a really clean base, and I think that you can get a lot of greens with the Trey Burke. So y'all try these 3 bases, and I guarantee you, you're going to fall in love with at least 1, maybe even 2 of them. All right, I'm betting on that. 1 or at least 2. Some of you guys might fall in love with all 3, but choose one of these things and just stick to trying to have 1 jump shot. If you can have 1 jump shot base and know that timing, you're going to be ridiculous at the park. Now, my next tip for your jump shot is to have tons of practice with this jump shot and really understand the timing, because in the future, you're going to want to think about turning your jump shot meter off. Now, when you turn your jump shot meter off, you're going to get an extra boost. You're going to get a boost on top of already having boost and all that other stuff, and it can't really hurt you. Now, I know there was talk about, oh, if you mistime it, then you're going to have severe punishment or whatever. That's not the case, bro. That's really not the case. What's going to happen is, if you know the timing of your jump shot, you're just not going to miss. It doesn't matter if it's green or if it's slightly early, slightly late, you just won't miss. So definitely think about turning your jump shot meter off. And then for you guys that are, kind of skeptical about turning your jump shot meter off, go to your settings and then turn the vibration on. It'll vibrate when it's like you're in like the green window or whatever. It'll pretty much tell you when to release the ball. So it's even easier. Get the timing down. Practice at the little 3v3 Pro-Am or the Pro-Am court. Practice on that jump, all right? Like, just practice. Now, the last and final tip that I have for you guys' jump shots out there is to take smart shots. If you feel that you are not open, then don't take the shot. You receive boosts for open shots, all right? So for every open shot that you take, you're going to receive a large benefit. So you're going to want to take smart shots. Don't sit up here and shoot 86% contest and all that stuff. Don't sell your team out, all right? That's pretty much what the moral of the story is. Don't be a sellout. Now, the next tip that we got to talk about is, after the jump shots, we need to start focusing on these shooting badges. Now, I'm going to tell you some of the badges that you're going to need and some of the badges that you can stay away from. So don't skip this part. Some of these badges are way more important than others when it comes to having a primary shooting build. I'm pretty sure we can all agree on that. Now, some of the shooting badges that you're going to need, these are must-haves, all right? So get your pencil, get your paper out. I'm going to go ahead and quickly show you guys the badges that I rock with on my shooter. I do have a sharpshooting facilitator, 97 overall, and I'm going to show you what I'm rocking with. So we're going to go ahead and flip right here. Now, these are the badges that I'm rocking with. Of course, you see the Hall of Fame badges, the Corner Specialist, the Deadeye, Hot Zone Hunter, Range Extender, all that. So now I'm going to go ahead and tell you the exact badges that you're going to need, because once you get all your badge upgrades, you can change them as many times as you want. So the badges that I highly recommend, of course, is going to be Deadeye and Range Extender. These things together are ridiculous, all right? So if you can get them on Gold or Hall of Fame, those are the badges that you should definitely max out first. Now, the next badge that I'm going to go ahead and talk about is going to be Hot Zone Hunter. Hot Zone Hunter is going to give you a significant boost when you're shooting in your hot zones. So if you have a hot zone, prepare to be lights out with a Gold or a Hall of Fame Hot Zone Hunter. Now, one of the other badges that I don't really see too much about that I know is very important is going to be no other than Volume Shooter. Volume Shooter is very important because it boosts your percentages from each spot. So if you were looking at getting your hotspots, Volume Shooter might be one of those things that you're going to want to cop, all right? Volume Shooter is going to give you a slight boost in your percentages, even if you make or miss your next shot. So you're going to be getting boost. I'm going to show you this jump right here. So Volume Shooter all the way at the bottom says, after a player has taken a small handful of shots, an additional boost to shot attributes is given for every subsequent shot. Don't know what that means, but let's continue reading. Whether it's a make or a miss. So you can either be missing or making, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get that slight boost. And of course, why would we deny any extra boost on our shooting? Now, the next badge that I want to go ahead and show you guys is probably the most talked about and probably the most important. Now, I do swap from gold and silver depending on the jump shot, but this is no other than Quick Draw. Quick Draw is that badge that's going to help you shoot faster, just to make sure that that late contest doesn't affect you at all. All right, the faster you can get that ball out your hands, the faster you ain't got to worry about nothing. The less space that you need to get that shot off. All right. So, of course, Quick Draw is something that everybody's going to want to get a piece of. I think the lowest tier that you should have this badge is probably going to be on silver. But that's just my personal preference. I wouldn't do bronze. I wouldn't do having no badge. Like, have silver quick draw. It'll change your life. Now, one of the most important badges for you sharps out there, of course, is going to be catch and shoot. That catch and shoot is going to give you a boost if you use it right. So another thing is that a lot of you guys are not using catch and shoot right. You have to wait till your player catches, sets his feet, and then you shoot. A lot of you guys are waiting for the pass, already holding down the X or the square button. That's the wrong way to use it, because now when you do it the wrong way, it kind of messes up your timings and you're not going to see as many green lights as you should. So just a little special little tip in there for you guys. Get catch and shoot and use it correctly. Now, one of my favorite badges in this game so far is going to be difficult shots. Doesn't matter if it's gold, Hall of Fame, it is definitely going to help you. Now, the next badge that I want to go ahead and get into is going to be a stack for this difficult shots. And that's going to be no other than Corner Specialist. Now, Corner Specialist is not just sitting in the corner for 3. It also counts if you make somewhat of a corner mid-range shot. So, if you use the difficult shots badge and you fade to the corner, because Corner Specialist this year, it doesn't matter if you're moving or standing still, it still counts as a Corner Specialist shot. So if you guys can get this on silver, gold, whatever the case may be, go ahead and do that and you're going to be very happy. Because once you get both of them things working together, you will start to feel the effects of becoming an unstoppable force on the court. Now, the last badge that I want to go ahead and talk about, you can see that I do not have it equipped right now because I am in the middle of getting the rest of my hotspots, and that is Green Machine. Green Machine, it doesn't matter if it's on silver, gold, Hall of Fame, get this badge up there, all right? Don't keep it on bronze. What Green Machine does is after you hit 2 greens back to back, the next green is going to come even easier. So then you're in a montage of just getting green lights. You're going to need this badge, all right? This is the badge that you can miss a shot and then still get Green Machine after you make 2 more greens. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to stay away from Hot Start. I don't want to put that too high and all that stuff because Green Machine is where it's at. If you can get 2 greens back to back, that third one might just come very easy, all right? It might just come very easy. It's depending on what goofy stuff that you either throw up or what smart shots that you take. It's all dependent on you. Now, we just talked about all the badges that I do recommend. Let's go ahead and talk about the badges that I would stay away from. Now, there's only 2 of these badges that I would really stay away from, maybe 3. But the first one that we're going to go ahead and start off with is not Hot Zone Hunter. The first one that we're going to go ahead and start with is Hot Start. Now, Hot Start is a good badge, yes. But if you miss any shot in the first quarter, a lot of things can go wrong in a Pro-Am game or a rec game or a park game. If you miss one shot, this badge is completely irrelevant for the rest of the game. Now, of course, you're going to have some games every blue moon where you just don't miss. But considering how 2K is this year with the shooting, you might just miss at least once. So I can see a lot of people maybe maxing this badge out when they hit Legend and they got extra badges to spare. But until then, I'm not really going to touch Hot Start. Right now, I'm good. I'm good. Now, the next badge that I really want to tell you guys to somewhat stay away from is going to be Flexible Release. Now, unless you guys are complete dog doo-doo at the game, you're not really going to need Flexible Release. Flexible Release gives you a bigger boost when you get a very late or a very early or an early. For you guys that are shooting slightly earlys or slightly lates, it's not going to give you the boost that you expect when you have this badge on Hall of Fame. You're not really going to get the full potential of this badge. So why waste your badge upgrades? You know what I'm saying? Why waste that? Put it on something else that you can have like a Hall of Fame. Now, the one badge that I do feel is the worst badge in this game is going to be Steady Shooter. Steady Shooter gives you a boost when somebody is in your face. Yes. So if you're taking bad shots or highly contested shots, it's going to reduce the negative effects of that bad shot. But it also hurts you in this way. It reduces the boost that you're going to have when you take open shots. That is something that you do not want to use, all right? Stay away from it. Stay away from it. I wouldn't even get this badge on bronze. Please do not mess with this badge unless you're going to do like a video or something and you just want to take bad shots or see how many contested shots you can take, then that's on you. But for me, how I'm trying to play and win, I'm staying away from steady shooter. Now, the last tip that I want to give you guys about these badges is that mix and match your badges off your own style of play. They will become way more effective. So I know you guys see your favorite YouTubers out here and they got these different badge setups and all that stuff. And it's cool, but I do want you guys to play to your own play style. So if you guys know you don't get hella greens at the park, then why do you have Hall of Fame green machine? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? If you never shoot in the corner at all, why would you have a Hall of Fame corner specialist? Let's just be mindful because we don't have that many badge upgrades until we hit legend. So use your badges to your advantage, and that's how you will win more games. Now, for our final thing that we got to go ahead and talk about is, of course, hotspots. I'm going to teach you guys how to get the hotspots the most effective and quickest way possible. So when it comes to hotspots, we all know the hotspots are very important this year. Probably more important than any other year of NBA 2K. I know a lot of you guys want to quickly get your hands on these hotspots, and in order to do so, you'll need to run with a primary playmaking build. Now, this primary playmaking build is going to have some badges that are going to help your shooter out a lot. Now, the two badges that you're going to need your playmaker to have on Hall of Fame are going to be Dimer, one, and then your second one is going to be Floor General. Those two badges are phenomenal together. We already know Dimer is going to help you guys out, especially if you guys got all your shooting badges. You can get that catch and shoot, dead eye, range extender, hot zone hunter, all that stuff. You're going to need that as a shooter. We already talked about that. But for your playmaker to give you dimes with Dimer, and then to have that +4 in all of your offensive attributes with that Floor General, you're going to be OP. Now, the next thing that I want to go ahead and stress to you guys is that all you have to do to get your hotspots is shoot from each area on the court. You must have higher than a 50% make percentage in the last 25 games. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to check your hotspots at the park. Now that we're at the park right now, you see my 97 shooting guard. All right, so we are at the park. You want to go to stats. Now, after you go here, you go to my minutes. Then you want to click on your name, right click, all right, with the right stick, all right, the R3. So go ahead, press LT or R or L2, whatever, for PlayStation, and you want to go to hot zones. It says hot zones last 25 games. These are my hot zones for my career. These are my hot zones for park. These are my hot zones for Pro-Am. What you're going to want to do is make sure that you're shooting at least a 50% or above, and you're going to get these red zones all on your map, and that's going to make sure that you are a better shooter. Trust me, these are very important. When all of this is said and done, just expect that you're going to get more green lights, and a whole bunch of full white releases are going to drop for you in game when you're shooting from these red zones right here. Other than that, these are all the tips that I had to take to make sure that I was a better shooter. I'm still working on these park hotspots, but coming soon, I will have them. All right, I just made a center, so you know it's a little slow for me right now, just because, you know, hey, I'm getting boards in Pro-Am, and then I'm switching back to my shooter and trying to get some hotspots on my shooter. But if y'all have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section. If you guys want more jump shots or a jump shot video, jump shot tutorials, let me know down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smack a like on it. It does really help this video get seen. It does help my channel out a lot. So make sure to hit the like button for your boy. Hopefully all these tips you'll take and you'll become a demigod at the park. So I just want to go ahead and thank you guys for watching this video, and until next time, it's been your boy C-Note, and I'm getting up out of here, y'all. Peace.
Big Hugo jump up out there, my dope, and I flex. I put Lil Shawty on the next bus, it's a double deck. Mama, I ain't going, swear I'm dying for my respect. Chillin' with my dogs, and I send them at your neck. I can't let them breathe, the peace, I want beef, like a Isley brother, got your between the sheets, money like a preacher, so